So here we are, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Motive Racing channel. We're here for the XL Realistic F1 League, the league where all of the cars out on the track are supposed to replicate the real life performance of the Formula 1 World Championship in 2021. My name's Andy, we got 17 cars out on the track and I'm joined by Emo Guy in the commentary box. Emo Guy, welcome along. We're on a safety car here on lap 8 of 27 and after a few technical difficulties we've finally been able to get you retired from the race, and right now it's looking like a pretty exciting one.
Yeah, definitely. As you say, we did have a few technical difficulties, but myself, I did not intend to be part of this. I did select to join as a spectator. I was not under any impression to be fitting in a car, but you know, it's finally sorted now. I do apologise to everyone at the XL Racing League for the issue that I caused. But from what we have seen so far, you know, Paul's Rolls, he did crash out unfortunately, and he is now out of the race from the week. Cameron is now our new man in Q1, so hopefully he can try and keep out the wall.
Yeah, obviously it's a massive shame there for Polish My Balls, as he did have a big opportunity to take the win here in this race. Cameron Poulter was kind of keeping the gap around 2 or 3 seconds, and then Polish My Balls so unfortunately crashed out of the race, which triggered this safety car in the first place. So Cameron Poulter now with the upper hand. Bennett LCSC's got himself into P3 here. So he's made some progress after a bit of a slow start, but he's now very much on the back of Cameron Poulter and Mark Bowe. And obviously Emo Guy at the bottom you see there of your screen wasn't actually ever in the race. His AI was in the car and fueled paranoia within me that all the chaotic cars were AIs. In fact I think a couple of them were, but not all of them by any means. I think a couple of drivers might be AIs. I don't know, but hey, anyway.
We're not in a simulation.
We're not in a simulation. These are real drivers on the track. Absolutely, yes. No, they are real drivers. Real people in control of these pretend cars out on the track. And safety car is in this lap as well. The race control have just let us know this. So we are now moments away from the restart here. Lap 9 of 27. We're a third of the distance into this Russian Grand Prix here for the XL Realistic F1 League. As we see Cameron Poulter backing him up a little bit. And then when he puts his foot to the floor, we will officially green flag for this race. You see the safety car disappearing into the foreground there, but when does Cameron Poulter press go? When does he decide to pull the trigger? Oh, Andrew Pittsmith has crashed out of the race, and it would appear that Golden Wolf has picked up a penalty for the collision with Andrew. Is this going to prolong the safety car? It doesn't look like it. It looks like we're racing this lap. So here we are then, out of the last corner. Golden Wolf is retired as well. And we've got double wave for us. Oh no! And Mark Bowe's out of the race. He's retired from the session there, out of the last corner. What is going on there with Mark Bowe? And we're down to 14 cars here in this race as Cameron Poulter leads us up towards turn 1 ahead of Bennett. There's San in third, followed by Soph running in 4th place at the moment, followed by Dominic Bootneck. There's M. Moore, A. Thompson, Ben Smith karts. Looks like Ben Smith is all over the back of A. Thompson at the moment though, in the battle for 7th place. In the background of this you've got Tree Monkey Page ahead of Paul Codd, and Horatio's got ahead of YouTube Dizzy up into 12th as we see Blue Devil fan also coming through. YouTube Dizzy losing out a couple of spots there, but Cameron Poulter's already up in about a second of a gap here over Bennett LCFC. There's San, Soph, Nobby Bootneck has got M. Morph going down the inside of A. Thompson there, and just keeping ahead there Ben Smith and Karts. Well, Karts is a little way off of these guys, but A. Thompson is all over the back of N. Morpher at the moment, looking to try and get himself into that P6 if he can. N. Morpher at the moment holding him at bay, keeping him behind him for the time being. Cameron already breaking away at the front. 1.6 is the gap between him and Bennett as we see Tree Monkey Page has got ahead of Karts there up into 9th place. So Tree Monkey Page trying to make his way back through on fresh soft tyres by the looks of it, should have the tyre advantage over the cars in front of him, as should M. Morph and A. Thompson on fresh mediums. We see M. Morph getting ahead of Nobby Bootneck here on the run up towards this left hand bend, and looks as though A. Thompson's going to follow M. Morph through. Can he hold it around the outside of Nobby though? Nobby's still there. In the end Nobby concedes that one. A. Thompson up into 6th place. Also Blue Devil fans done Horatio up into 12th, but Cameron seems to be pretty much away out the front. He's got a bit of a cushion here over Bennett.
Yeah, he seems to be pulling away quite nicely. Yeah, everything seems to be having a lot more control over that car than what a lot of other people do. San, he's sticking to the back of Bennett right now. Also Bennett a runner from last night's race at Imola. So, you know, looks like Bennett is trying to for to come back and take a second one.
Yeah, I think he's definitely going to be looking to try and make it another one, but we see Nobby there's lost out to Ben Smith, so he's down to 8th place there. Ben Smith Tree Page has got Nobby Bootleg there as well, so he's now up into 8th place, and Nobby losing positions left, right and centre here. We see Paul Codd in the pits, presumably for damage repairs there in that Red Bull, so he's had a bit of a mare somewhere out there on that lap, but Cameron breaking away from Bennett, so Bennett's going to have his work cut out to make it another win here, but San currently very close on the back of Bennett now. So Bennett's got a 5-car train behind him here between 2nd and 6th places. Ben Smith not too far back, but True Monkey Page trying to eye up his next victim as he's up into 8th place already on this restart. It's been a strong restart from True Monkey Page so far, that is for sure.
Yeah, definitely. True Monkey Page, try to bring it back strong, trying to rebound from the earlier carnage that was major in the Matrix. Too much good as the other goes up on the back of Ben Smith. Definitely looking to make a move into the next
as we're watching this, M Morph squeezing around the outside of Soph there. Sorry to cut you off there, mate. A Thompson squeezed ahead of Ben Smith, also up into 6th place, and now onto the back of these two. But yeah, you're right, True Monkey Page still trying to eye up Ben Smith, but Ben Smith's now on the back of this battle here. So this is now a 7-car train here battling over 2nd place. Brilliant stuff here at Sochi for the XL Realistic F1 League. We see Bennett here keeping Sam behind him. There's M Morph. A Thompson's down the inside of Soph here, coming up towards turn 1. Can he keep this one, or is Soph going to come back at him around the outside into turn 1? Soph's still there and still giving him some, but she squeezed around the outside there. Soph keeps onto that 5th place just about by the skin of her teeth as we see Karts there getting ahead of Nobby, but Karts is still got Nobby around his outside as they're still side by side. The Ferrari with better traction out of turn 2 and is round the outside once again there as we see their True Monkey Page squad ahead of Ben Smith up into 7th, but can Ben come back at him here into the braking zone? They're still side by side. No, they're not. True Monkey Page has got around the outside there and has got that done.
Well, that's what I know. What happened? Paul Codd? Yeah, really back on the back. He's 22 seconds back on YT20.
Oh, I really don't know, to be honest, mate. Paul Codd is having an absolute nightmare of a race tonight for whatever reason. I don't know, maybe I don't know, I can't think, but A Thompson's got ahead of Soph, but Soph's still out, dragging him, coming down towards this very tight part of the track. Are they going to come together? Oh, we see in the background there, A Thompson is going to be losing out a couple of positions there. Nobby Bootleg, though, in the background of this, has also got Blue Devil Fan now closing up onto the back of him. A Thompson keeping onto that P6. True Monkey Page looked like he got him there, but True Monkey Page continuing to make great gains on this restart on those fresh soft tyres. The thing is, though, he needs to get ahead of this pack ASAP because he's going to have less tyre life in those soft tyres, so he really needs to get it done now. It's now or never, really. He needs to push like crazy at this point, but we see Soph there into the pits at the end of lap 12, and Blue Devil Fan's got himself into the final points playing position into P10. Karts has got ahead of Soph, and that's why, because Soph obviously in the pits. We see Blue Devil Fan still on the back of Karts in this battle for 8th place, as Bennett's now done him off down there outside there of the first corner even, but Bennett's wide, very very wide there, and then Morph there getting himself ahead up into 3rd place onto the back of San. Bennett losing a couple of positions, not what he would have needed or desired at that particular moment in time. Yeah, that was a bit tight. A Thompson here seizing on all these guys' misfortunes up into 3rd place though.
Yeah, it's definitely making the most of that, but unfortunately it looks like McLaren has the boots, McLaren, or the half slot front right end plate of that, so it's really going to follow him coming into the tyre twister section.
Oh, Bennett and Morph come together, and Morph's out of the race. His DNF there as he just caught the back of Ben a little bit, and he speared into the barriers, and that's going to take a little while to clear up. We've got a safety car here on lap 13. Morph out of the race. So unfortunate there for Morph. And this is going to be a free pit stop for a lot of these guys. What does Tree Monkey Page do though? As he's on relatively fresh soft tyres, I think A Thompson and Tree Monkey Page might stay out. So those guys could be 1 and 2 by the end of this safety car period. Cameron Poulter predictably pits. He's done 12 laps on those medium tyres. Now it's definitely a good time to pit. Sand following him in, as does Bennett. And Tree Monkey Page is also in. So he's not opting to go for track position and try and stamp home his pace on those softs, because obviously everyone behind him would be on fresher softs if he were to stay out and the others all come in. So he's coming in as well. But A. Thompson, with the lead of this race on still relatively fresh mediums, he'll probably be able to put the softs on at the end for the final stint. I imagine a few of these guys behind him are going to be putting mediums on now and will be able to go to the end. Question is, does A. Thompson risk it for a biscuit and try and get these mediums to the end? He's done 5 laps on them already. He'll have to do about 18 laps altogether if he gets them all the way to the checkered flag.
It's always a tough one, especially when Sochi. Especially when with the amount since we've had so far, we don't really know where play it safe, go for the mediums, just try and take them safe with them, or if you try and bank on a safety car and go on the softs. But right now it looks like Cameron has just going for the more aggressive strategy, and he's going for the soft tire and trying to extend that route as much as possible before you have to make that stint onto the medium tire.
He's going to have to, he's definitely going to have to clear the guys in front of him, the 2 guys there. You see A. Thompson and YouTube Dizzy there running in first and second. He's going to have to clear them pretty much as soon as this race gets underway if he wants to build up a gap and have enough in hand to be able to cover those guys off once he comes in for that stint on the medium tyres, which he's going to have to do. Well, actually, did he start on the mediums? He might not have to do a stint on the mediums, actually. Did he start on the soft? Are you sure?
Yeah.
In that case, Cameron Poulter will have to do a stint on the mediums at some point, so that's really screwed him over there. I don't know why he didn't just put the mediums on for this one, to be honest. That seems a little bit of a strange one, because there's no real gain to that whatsoever. 2 soft stints, I thought you might have a chance of making the time up, but a soft and then a medium stint, I can't see that working. I just can't see it working. I mean, who knows, I'd love to be proven wrong, but I can't see that working out for him personally. But we're going to have to wait and see. Obviously time will tell us the answers, but we just do not know, and we will obviously find out over the course of the next 13 laps here at Sochi. But A. Thompson leading us here under the safety car. We're going to have at least one more lap on the safety car. I think this might be the last lap on the safety car. Fingers crossed we can get this race going as soon as possible, because we don't want to be sat here waiting for the race to get underway forever and ever. So we're just waiting on Soph to pull up onto the pack now. So lap 15 off 27 here, 12 or 13 laps left to go. We'll have 12 laps sprint to the line, sprint to the finish once we get back underway here. And at the moment it's just a bit of a waiting game, really. Iain, what did you have for dinner today?
I had ham steak and chicken.
Ooh, that sounds lovely. I just had a pot noodle and then a pot noodle. And what did I have for lunch? Oh, I didn't have any lunch. I went straight to dinner. No, I had well, no, technically I went straight to lunch because I had it at 2 o'clock. So went to work in the morning, got home at 2 o'clock, ate some lunch, and then meant to have a nap in the afternoon but didn't have one, so I feel absolutely shattered at the moment.
Oh, so bad. I've got a good excuse for you.
Hey, what's that?
The fact that my body's still trying to recover from surgery, you know? Yeah, I guess. And it's still trying to work very hard on trying to heal a certain area that I would discuss on stream, but I feel that it's not easy for
I believe that the polite word is the tailbone. I believe that's what some people refer to it as.
Yes. Let's just say I have a donut on my tailbone.
Yeah, a bit awkward really, isn't it? I mean, it's like something you can't really sort of tell everybody because it will invariably lead to certain things being said. But anyway, here we are, we're about to go racing once again. A. Thompson's put his foot to the floor as we're coming out of the last corner here. 12 laps left to go here at Sochi as we see Cameron Poulter getting a great run out of the last corner, and he's already got ahead of YouTube Dizzy up into second place. Sam there in fourth has got Truman Page on the back of him. Ben Smith, Bennett LCFC there in seventh place on fresh soft tyres. Bennett going for the aggressive strategy as well by the looks of it. He can do 2 stints on those softs. Is he going to try and do 12 laps on these and go to the end? We'll have to wait and see. But it's A. Thompson from Cameron Poulter from YouTube Busy to see Bennett down the inside of Ben Smith, but it looks like Ben's back around the outside here for this stadium section. But Bennett gets that move done. Looks like Nobby Bootlegs followed him through there, so Ben losing a couple of positions down to 8th place there in that little instance. Blue Devil fan Carts, Paul Codd, Horatio and Sophie at the back of the field here. But A. Thompson looking pretty strong, already got a second of a gap over Cameron Poulter in these early stages of this restart.
Yeah, and I was expecting Cameron to try and close that gap a little bit faster, but it's getting smaller. But given that he's on really a lot fresher sauce compared to Thompson, kind of fuel apple tires. Oh, hold on, for his crash. It looks like
oh no, Paul Cott's out of it. Oh, not again. Oh no, not again.
Sophie's just crashed into the wall as well.
So Sophie's out of the race here as we're now down to 11 drivers here in this race. Oh. I don't know what to say. Safety cars galore here at XL tonight. As we see the leaders peeling into the pits. A. Thompson coming in. Oh, would appear that Ian's just disconnected from the party there. Hopefully we can get him back in as soon as possible. Oh dear. Its while, otherwise all of that hard graft by the safety car driver would be for basically nothing, so they have to at least make it worth their time. Otherwise, just be pointless. So they'll keep it out for a bit longer just to make it seem like it wasn't a complete and utter waste to have it out. But here we are then under the safety car, so we've got all the drivers just packed up behind the safety car. We're going to have to go for one more lap under this safety car before we get going for the actual race. And who knows, we might be having more safety cars before the end of this race. So we see a couple of drivers pinning into the pits, Bennett and Truman Page both in the pits. Well, on the evidence so far, it looks like we'll be having many more of this. No mate, I mean, just as you think that it's all done and all dusted and all over, you suddenly up opens a new can of worms completely. So you just never know. You just never know you never know when you're out of the woods. It's just like so unpredictable. Yeah. Just as you think you've made it, just as you think you're all to everybody who's watching here on the Motive channel, whether you're watching it live or you're watching it afterwards. 560 plus videos here on the Motive channel over the last 2 years. Pretty evident as to what I spend my whole life doing. But obviously, big thank you to the 808 subscribers as well. Nearing 100,000 views here on the Motive channel, which is awesome. Absolutely delighted to be able to say that. We provide some very dedicated sim racing content on the PlayStation platform. If you like what we do, then please drop a like and subscribe, as it really does help us out an enormous amount.
I don't really want to know someone else
What's that?
if you are an F1 car that is no way, all you want to do is
Yeah. Yeah, it's good, it's good. Here we are then, racing once again, as we can see here. Ben Smith getting ahead of Nobby down the start-finish straight. Here he goes down the inside. Can Nobby boot there? Come back at him, coming up towards turn one, as we see the cars flashing past your cameras there. And Nobby's now in the slipstream, looking to try and get this move done on Ben in towards turn one, onto the brakes. Ben Smith holding on to that position that he gained coming out of the last corner. In the background, it looks like we're pretty much line of stern through the first few corners, as we got Trianti Page trying to defend from Bennett. Bennett down to the back of the pack during the pit stops. He's now looking to the outside of Trianti Page. You see these two all very, very close there. Bennett squeezes around the outside. Can he complete the move? I think he's got that one done up into 10th place, and Cart's there in the foreground there. So he's out to Bennett, I think, as well. I see Cart's there on the inside of Horatio. Bennett now going to try and get involved in this action. We see A. Thompson ahead of True Devil Fan up into 6th place, and Bennett does get the move done on Horatio. Horatio dropping down to P10 there in that instance. We've got Cameron Poulter out the front, already gapped YouTube Dizzy by 2.5 seconds here. So Cameron Poulter's got an absolute lightning restart to this race. As we see in the background, we've got Carts on the back of Blue Devil Fan. Bennett's going to have Horatio and Schumacher Page. Trick Page still behind Horatio at this point, but Cameron Poulter clearing away. And San on the back of YouTube Dizzy. Ben Smith trying to get ahead of San here as well. As they're coming to the braking zone, he's a little bit too far back just in the moment. Nobby Bootleg there ahead of A. Thompson. A. Thompson still can't get it done. But close racing here on this restart, as you would predict, as the restart only just occurred, and they were all nose to tail a few moments before that. As Bennett's now getting ahead of Carts up into 8th place. Yeah, absolutely. As we see, Ben Smith is round the outside there. San up into 3rd place. Cameron Poulter fastest up for the race there. Absolutely there, as we see Nobby Bootneck moving the position. Bennett LCFC up into 7th place. In fact, up to 6th now, as he's gone around Blue Devil Fan there. He's got the inside into turn 1. Nice, lovely move there from Bennett LCFC. We've got Nobby Bootneck there with Carts all over the back of him at the moment. Carts sticking around the outside, coming through this stadium section. Cam Bennett now focuses attention on A. Thompson. He's looking, he's probing, he's pushing. A. Thompson's down the inside of San, and Bennett's going to follow him through. So San losing out 2 positions in the space of a couple hundred metres there. He's going to lose 3 positions as Blue Devil Fan's down the inside. Oh, Blue Devil Fan spun it! Oh no, he was trying to make a move there on San. He was trying to knock Sam while he was down, and he's out of the race. Blue Devil Fan has retired from the session. Hopefully that won't be another safety car. Please, for the love of what is dear, do not give us another safety car. Please, we think it's over. We think that our suffering is now come to an end. Don't give us more. For God's sake. But we see. Please, we'll be good. We'll be good. Trust us. Trust us, we'll be good. We'll be good as long as there's no more safety cars. We'll be good. YouTube Dizzy there spun into the wall. I promise we'll be good if there's no more safety cars. Just leave us alone. Just leave us alone. Anyway, DRS enabled. Third lap into this restart. Cameron Poulter, 6 seconds of a gap at the moment over Ben Smith. Bennett's on the back of Ben here. Is he going to get DRS down the start finish straight? He should get DRS. Is he going to be able to use it to his advantage though? Here we come. See that rear end wide open. I think he's going to be a little bit too far back. Turn 1's going to come just in time here for Ben Smith. As we see in the background here, we've got San is trying to defend from Troy down there inside of the first corner. He's gone deep over, so is San. So both of them go really deep there, and this Cart's going to get both of them here. I think Cart's is looking around the outside of San. Tree Monkey Peso lost out majorly there in that exchange. As we see Cart's all over the back of San and looking down the inside in towards turn 3, turn 4, turn 5. I don't know one of them. Cart's though is up into 4th place there ahead of San. And Bennett's still keeping Ben Smith at bay, just about 0.4 of a second between these two. A. Thompson, YouTube Busy in the pits here at the end of lap 27. Laps left to go here in this race. He's sizing up. Down at the moment is Stream Occupation Carts though, looking around him. Can he get this done? Oh, it's still 3-1. Oh no! Stream Occupation lost it into the. No, Stream Occupation. It wasn't Stream Occupation. It was Horatio. Was it? Wow, great reflexes there from him. It's lost him a bit to Carts, but Sanny's still very much got Stream Occupation in the rearview mirrors at the moment. Carts has just managed to break away a little bit from these two during that little exchange, but down the start finish straight, Stream Occupation will get DRS down this part of the track, and he will definitely have a good opportunity. He doesn't need DRS, he's already got past him before the DRS zone. He'll get DRS again just to stamp home that advantage as they come into turn 1, and now he can try and set his sights on the Carts, but Cameron absolutely clearing away, running off into the distance with this one, as we see Bennett's now trying to put pressure on Ben Smith, trying to get himself into P2 if he can, as they're absolutely nose to rear wing at this point. Front wing to rear wing between these two. Bennett's still a little bit too far back coming into turn 5 to get ahead. Carter's in the background there in 4th, heading to Occupation. There's San Horatio, nearly Bootleg, they're running in 8th place. There's A. Thompson, a long way behind due to that unscheduled impromptu pit stop there. And Busy coming down the start finish straight. He'll still score points for his troubles, but he's down in P10 a long way behind the rest of them at this point. Bennett though, hunting Ben Smith. He'll get DRS down this part of the track as well, which could be very advantageous for him. Is he close enough to make it work? Here he comes, he's going to pull out the slipstream now. He's going to look to the outside. Is he going to? No, he's still just a little bit too far back. He's not going to send one down the inside there. Ben Smith kind of half covers off that line. There's Truman Pages down the inside of Carts. And Truman Pages got that one done there up into 4th place. Same part of the track where he had that big moment on the previous lap. This time around he's faultless and he's up into 4th place, and he'll now try and chase down the two on the podium spots, Ben and Bennett at the moment, but out in front Cameron Poulter just driving off and doing everything he has to do at the moment. As we see Bennett now within 0.2 of a second of Ben Smith. I think this is a foregone conclusion here. I think Bennett's going to get him here. You can see he's within 2 attempts. The DRS is going to be open. I can't see Ben defending this one, as here they come. Bennett's rear wing now wide open, looking to the outside. He's going to breeze past him up towards the DRS zone, and into the braking zone they come. Bennett up into 2nd place. Yes, he does. We see Ben Smith on the back of Bennett. There's Stream Occupation Carts there in 5th, ahead of Sam. There's Horatio, there's Nobby in back out there. It's going to be a shot in 8th place. All sorts of things going off here in this XL F1 Realistic League here on the Monday nights. Here on the PlayStation platform, guys, if you like what you see, please go to the Discord link to XL in the description down below. You can get involved in the races that they have on Monday, Wednesday and Sunday. You can also join Motive Racing as well. But we've got Stream Occupation now sizing up his next victim here. Can he do Ben Smith around the outside? No, Ben covers that one off, and now can anyone stop him before he takes someone else out? Here we not takes him out, I mean gets overtakes them. Sorry, that's what I meant to say. Cameron Poulter's got almost a 9-second gap here at the moment. 4 laps left to go here in this race. He's been in imperious form since the final safety car restart. Ben Smith has got DRS on Bennett, which is helping him obviously defend from True Occupation. Now Ben's going to look down the inside of Bennett in towards turn 1. He's going to get that move done. Can Bennett hold it around the outside? No, the Williams is up ahead of the Alfa Romeo there. He's going to try and get a cut back though, is Bennett. He's looking down the inside. Ben's going to lead that car's width on the inside, which is going to be pivotal for Bennett to get back down the inside for this corner. And he's going to cover that off into the next one. Oh, Ben's having a look, but not close enough. Bennett does get that position back into second. These two trading places right now, and True Occupation watching this all unfold and probably thinking he's got a good chance here of picking them both off whilst they're tangling with each other. Could be Maybe two birds, one stone for him.
You should grow feathers and see this too.
But Cameron Poulter.
When you want to get off the darkest
I think that's it. After the salt,
gravity pulls you straight
Oh, Ben Smith around outside of Bennett. Oh, we're going into the braking zone. He's going to try and close the door, but Bennett's still trying to hold his ground there on the inside. And they're still side by side coming into the final sector. Bennett LCFC not giving this up. He's driving like an absolute legend at the moment. And keeping it in P2. Ben's still on the outside, still trying to get in towards this final sequence of corners. Oh, Ben squeezes around the outside and gets him brilliantly there. Schumacher Page left DRS on these. Now Carts is getting involved in this as well. We've got a 4-car battle here for second place down the start finish straight with 3 laps left to go. Bennett here around the outside of Ben Smith coming down towards the first corner, and looks as though Schumacher just followed him through as well. Ben losing out a couple of positions there, and it is Cart's going to follow him through. Strict corner cutting on, he won't get away with cutting the corner there, but Bennett LCFC still clinging on by the skin of his teeth here in second place. This is incredible stuff. Schumacher Page is now going to be given the baton and given the opportunity to have a crack at Bennett. They're taking it in turns. It's like, no, you have a go after him. No, you have a go after him. There are endless reinforcements going after this one poor guy who's trying to defend his position here. They're all chasing him. They're all trying to push him into a mistake. They're all trying to mess with him and trying to distract him. But he's holding firm at the moment. And he's got his charging pack behind him. Oh, as we see Schumacher Page now around the outside of Bennett LCFC. He's going to have the inside, but Bennett's still going to try and hold it around the outside. He's going to have the inside for the next corner. And Bennett once again squeezing back through. What racing here from Bennett LCFC. As now Schumacher Page is going to lose out to Ben as well. Oh, Ben with a big slide. Ben with a big slide. Cart's going to be down the inside for the next corner, I think. No, Ben still holds it around the outside. Just about. Oh, Ian, this is incredible stuff. Behind him are going to be clutching at straws at this point. They're going to be desperate. They're going to be thinking, what have we got to do to get this P2? Let's hope they don't try and throw any dirty tactics to try and get ahead of him and do anything that they're not supposed to do, because that will only work out against them, obviously. That could ruin their race, and that would be pretty much their hopes and dreams dashed. So they better not do anything rash or reckless here. But Bennett LCFC still running in that P2, just clinging on to this P2 on the skin of his teeth. It's been a great race. It's been intense. It's been non-stop action here. As we've got a lap and a half left to go. Cameron Poulter's just coming in towards the final sector of lap 26 of 27. Bennett still keeping Schumacher Page at bay, but these two have gapped Carts and Bennett and Ben Smith a little bit. Is now DRS for Schumacher Page, and he's going to get this move, and he's definitively got that one done this time. Bennett trying to come back at him here. They're still absolutely rear wing to front wing at the moment, but Schumacher Page looks like he's got the upper hand here now, as we've got just over a lap left to go here. Can Bennett surprise Schumacher Page a little bit here? Is he done yet?
I would say we can get back and get back into
It depends. He needs to get a good exit out of this last corner. He hasn't really got it. He still will be in the DRS range just, but I think maybe his chance of getting P2 has gone here, as Schumacher Page has nicked it from him on the last lap. Now towards turn 1 we come. We see Nobby Bootleg there getting into 7th place ahead of Stan. That's because Stan's in the pits. That would explain that one. Ben Smith close on the back of Carts here. Yeah, last lap. He ain't going to get it. It's too late. It's too late. That ship sailed, unfortunately. The opportunity to get that one done was many moons ago now. Yeah, too late for that one, Sunshine. But Cameron Poulter has got 8.6 seconds over Trio Page at the moment. He's coming to the final half a lap here. What a driver's thing from Cameron Poulter. Has seen them off in the final part of this race since the safety car restart. Sam has put fresh soft tyres on, but it's too little too late, and it's not going to come to anything now. Simply put, it's just too late, basically. That one has left the port and has gone many moons ago now, but Cameron Poulter out in front, the gap's coming down. Schumacher Page is reeling him in at this late stage, but unfortunately for him, Cameron Poulter is just away here, and we're coming in towards the final few corners. Great drive from Cameron Poulter. Schumacher Page did well to get ahead of Bennett LCSC, but it's Cameron Poulter in the Alpine coming in towards that final corner here at Sochi. He's going to win the Russian Grand Prix for the XL F1 realistically here on a Monday night. Congratulations, Cameron Poulter. What a win, what a drive. Brilliant all night. Schumacher Page comes over in second place ahead of Bennett, who completes the podium. Carson is going to take 7th place and 6 championship points for him in the Ferrari. Sam has done A. Thompson. Can A. Thompson fight back in the final lap, the final few corners? He's got a little bit loose there. And Sam on those fresh soft tyres. Maybe he thought there was 2 laps left in the race, but ultimately there was actually only 1 lap left. And it comes over to take 8th place. A. Thompson there. Oh, he's lost it. A. Thompson's lost it. I don't know.
Not getting that car moving. If it doesn't, it's going to be insane.
Yes, he is indeed. Well, that is that anyway for the XL F1 League here. Great racing from everybody. Cameron Poulter taking the win. I think I left the music on the entire time. I did. Oh God. I'm too tired, man. Oh my God, look at that. He was holding the F1 game in his hand. Did you see that? He was holding the F1 game. I've never seen that celebration before. That must be something you unlock when you've been playing the game for a long time. You must end up unlocking that celebration. He was holding the game. He was like holding the CD case, and then he chucked it into the crowd. That's sick. I didn't even know that was a thing. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, apologies that the music was playing during that. I forgot to turn it back off after the safety car restart. I'm far too tired. I'm sorry. I was sat there paranoid as hell earlier on, thinking that there were AIs in the car. Honestly, I've lost the plot. But big congratulations to Cameron, Schumacher Page and Bennett on taking the podium places. That, as I'm sure you know, was a hiccup. And that is that then for the race. Big thank you, Iain, for joining me in the box. As always a pleasure. That was another one.
To come here and do some commentating on some fantastic racing.
Yes.
Besides all the technical errors that appear, it's always going to happen at some point. But other than that, there's always fantastic errors.
Yeah, absolutely. Those technical errors do come about every now and then, and when they do, you just got to try and work around them and deal with them as best as you can. Obviously, no fault of anybody's, just the game or the system or the whatever messing up. And when there's faults in the system, there's not really much you can do. You've just got to put yourself at the mercy of the faulty systems, really. So obviously, you know, if you take things into your own hands, then it's just never going to end well. So obviously, that's that then for the race, everybody. Make sure you drop a like on the video, subscribe to the Motive channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a great evening, everybody. Peace.